Hello. Hello and welcome. This is Zen-X Yoga. It's a YouTube channel for people moving through midlife who want to use yoga and Ayurveda to help with their own self transformation journey. I am presenting 48 lessons for Generation X through yoga and Ayurveda, and this is number 17, episode 17, lesson 17. We're focusing on daily practices. And today we're going to talk about the best daily yoga practice for perimenopause, menopause, uh, for hormone and mood balance. So, what I'm going to share with you today is just kind of an abbreviated, a really nice, simple daily practice. You can do it either at the beginning of your day or at the end of your day. Um, for a basic, just a really basic yoga practice for perimenopause, menopause, you want to focus on a couple of different things. You want to feel grounded. You want to feel balanced. You want to have some mobility and some strengthening involved in there as well. You also want to kind of stay cool if you're experiencing some hot flashes. You want to be mindful of your pelvic health, your sacral health. So we are going to practice a hip practice. It's going to be both hip opening, hip mobility, a little hip strength. And it's just going to be about 10 minutes long. We're going to do all of it laying on the back. And this practice, like every practice that I offer, I want to, again, empower you to adjust this practice to fit you. Maybe you want more challenge. Maybe you want more support. We're also very unique in our journey through midlife. So feel free to to take things faster, to take things slower, to linger in certain postures if that feels better to you. Whatever works for you. All right? All right, let's get on the mat. All right. So, we're going to start laying on the back. Grounding down just from the very beginning. Lay down on the ground. Let the hands rest at the sides. If it feels good, just plant the soles of your feet. Take a couple of long breaths right here. Maybe it feels good to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Maybe take your arms overhead a little bit. Take up a little more space. And if it feels okay, start a little pelvic rocking. So just a little forward and back motion. You're actually just pressing into your feet, pressing and releasing. There's no action happening in the glutes or in the abs. Just let your pelvis rock front to back. See how quickly you can do it with ease. You don't want to have to force anything. Let the rest of the body just kind of go for a ride. Notice the points where your body connects with the surface below you, how they kind of become pivot points a little bit. Maybe you notice at the shoulder blades, at the back of the head. Maybe your chin is nodding a little bit. We're just going to take another breath or two, exploring this pelvic rocking. And on your next exhale, just let it come into a little stillness. Let the knees fall in towards each other. Take a breath here. Let the body recalibrate. Notice how it's doing so. Where do you feel temperature changing? Where do you feel tension changing? Do you feel any tingling or vibration in the body? When you feel ready, pull that right knee in towards your chest. Give yourself a little hug here. Let the pelvis melt back down into the mat. Let the shoulders melt down to the mat. So there's two options here for this next part. You can keep your hands on your knee, one hand on your knee, both hands on your knee. Or again, if you want to make this a little more dynamic, if you want to start to work a little more on like lower abdominal strength, you let your hands float down to the sides. But we're going to start a little circle of the knee. So I like to take my hand, use my hand to move the knee around. And again, you can take this faster or slower. You can make this bigger or smaller. We're just going to take another breath here. And then reverse it, take it in the opposite direction. One more breath. Good, good, good. And then stretch that left leg out and pull that, use your hand to pull that right knee to the right. Open up that hip. And then pass that knee over to the left. Come into a little spinal twist. And you can take this quickly if you want to. You can move with the breath, inhaling as the knee opens to the right, exhaling into twist. Let's do 2 more breaths, faster or slower, doesn't matter. Bigger or smaller, doesn't matter. You can linger in one side if it feels better. Last breath. Finishing up, let's meet back in the center, both knees bent, the feet are planted. You can lift and lower your pelvis so that you feel aligned. If that feels nice, pause here. Simply noticing right side and left side. Building this awareness helps us go a little deeper into our yoga. We can notice things. Maybe one side now feels looser or more relaxed. When you're ready, pull that left knee in towards your chest. Give it a little hug here. Pause. Letting the body sink back down, grounding into the earth below you. Then with your left hand on the knee, or just with that your hands at the sides, start to take that left knee around in circles. Fast or slow, doesn't matter. Big or small, whatever feels good to you. Let's take one more breath going in this direction. And then reverse, go in the other direction. One more breath this way. Good, good, good. Pulling that knee back in towards the chest. Stretch your right leg out long now. And then we're going to move side to side. So pull that left knee over to the left. Open the hip. Big breath in. And then take that left knee over to the right side for spinal twist. Your right hip will lift. That's totally fine. Side to side. You can inhale open. And exhale closed. You can go faster than that if you want. You can stay on one side or the other. It doesn't matter. Let's do 2 more breaths. One more. And then we'll meet back at our starting position. Feet planted, knees bent. Pause here and notice. How is this simple practice starting to transform in your body, in your breath, anywhere else? With your feet hip width apart, make sure your knees are hip width apart too. If you want some extra stability, put a block between your knees. And we're just going to do some bridge lifts. So if you want to hang onto the side edges of the mat, you're welcome to do so. With your next inhale, peel your pelvis off of the mat piece by piece, lift up into a bridge pose. Exhale, lower back down. And again, you're welcome to go faster than this. I'm just suggesting moving with the breath. Inhale up and exhale down. We're going to do 2 more. Take your time. Last breath. Beautiful, beautiful. Remove the block. And bring the soles of the feet together. Let your knees open wide. Reclined, bound angle pose. Supta Baddha Konasana. It might feel nice to put some support underneath your knees or underneath your thighs. It just helps relax some of the nerves in the inner thigh so that those muscles can let go. Maybe it feels nice to take the arms wide and high again. Supta Baddha Konasana, recline bound angle pose. Breathing deeply here. One more breath. And as you exhale, use your hands to help those knees together. We've got one more thing before our short Shavasana. And take your legs wide, long and wide, if that feels okay. Make a big X shape on the floor. Star pose, supine star pose. I'm going to do a little pranayama here called Shitali, or maybe Shikari is better for you. It's a very good cooling breath, especially if you do have hot flashes or if you happen to be like in the height of summer when you watch this video. It might feel nice. We're going to breathe in through the mouth and out through the nose. And whatever shape your mouth takes is what determines Shitali or Shikari. So if you can roll your tongue like a straw or like a taco, then you're going to do Shitali breath. As you inhale through your straw, like you're sipping air. Close the mouth as you exhale. Now, if you genetically are not able to roll your tongue, no big deal. You're just going to breathe in between your teeth. You're going to have just a little space between your teeth. Your tongue is going to press to the bottom, to the back of the bottom of the teeth. And then exhale, lips closed, out through the nose. I think Shikari sometimes sounds like a reverse snake. Whichever one you choose, let's do 5 more rounds. One more time. And then take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. Settle into a comfortable stillness. Maybe you bring those arms down, but give yourself a little space still. If the legs are not comfortable wide like this, bring them closer together or bend the knees. Let the knees fall in towards each other. Find a little comfort for yourself here. And take a moment. Just being. No doing. Just letting the body breathe itself. Soft and gentle as you melt down into the floor. Stay in your Shavasana as long as you like. When you're ready to come back, take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Once again, just let it go through the mouth. Welcome the body back. Soft movements, fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, arms, legs. Eventually tipping on over to one side or the other and using your hands to help lift you up into a seated position. In this seated position, let the hands rest on the legs or on the knees. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Tune back in and notice. Just observing the sensations that are present now in your body. Simply observing what has shifted or changed. Notice your breath. Notice how you feel. And when you're ready, lift the gaze, bring the palms together over the heart, Anjali Mudra, and we'll close this little video by taking a deep breath in together. Exhale, let it go. Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. From my heart to yours, peace. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching this video, for practicing with me today. I would love to hear from you. So in the comment section, please let me know, how do you feel after doing this practice? And how does it compare to how you felt before practice? Let's observe our transformative journey through midlife, shall we? And if you want longer practices, either full-length classes, group classes, or if you want one-on-one sessions, there's a link in the description below that will take you to my website where you can find all of the beautiful ways that we can practice together. I really do appreciate you being here today. And until next time, mwah, 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 mwah. Take good care of yourself. Okay?